NBA on a Monday afternoon. And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Amir Johnson at the 4 with Valanciunas at the pivot. Lowry and Ross pairing up in the backcourt, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. Now here is Aldridge, and here's Matthews for the 3, and a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in.
LaMarcus Aldridge with a career high in scoring last season, top 10 in the league. Such a versatile offensive game. He can knock down the jump shot and also post up down low.
Here's Lowry. He dishes it to Ross. Outside DeRozan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Elbow shot. And that one goes long.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Batum with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. Lillard outside. Dishes it to Aldridge. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Ross with a wide open look. Portland grabs the miss. Batum with the ball. Here is Lillard. Aldridge with a screen on Ross. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Well, an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for the official to make.
You know, I agree with you. You've got to have some sympathy for the referees when they have to make calls like that, but they get paid well, and they're the best in the business, so they can handle it.
Here's Toronto now. It's a 3-point game. Outside DeRozan. Johnson sets the screen for DeRozan. And that misses everything.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane.
Matthews passes to Lillard. Feeds it to Lopez. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Batum attacking. Back to Lopez. Kicks it to Batum. Lillard outside. Clock at 4. Baseline J on the way. Green for 2 points. Lillard's got his first basket. Clark, how about the firepower for the Blazers? Last season, they vaulted to the #1 offense in the NBA.
Up from 15th the prior season, Kevin, and they were #1 in three-pointers made and free throw percentage. Near the top in assists as well. They moved the ball, and they shot it with great precision.
And so here's Portland after the Raptors pick up 2. Aldridge with a screen on Ross. Off the pick. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
And the engine of the Blazers offense, the deadly pick-and-roll combo of Damian Lillard and LaMarcus Aldridge, they're that next great point guard power forward tandem in the vein of maybe Stockton Malone or Nash and Amari Stoudemire.
Now here is Lowry. Shot from free throw range, and he gets the bucket.
Could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
Portland leading by 3.
And the Blazers, with their great outside shooting and passing, really able to space the floor, which allows LaMarcus Aldridge to do excellent work inside. And he's really blossomed into one of the true go-to guys in terms of big men in the paint. That turnaround jumper of his is honey sweet, cotton soft, and impossible to block.
Well, Wes Matthews started off last season on fire, over 50% from long range over the first quarter of the season, and as time went on, he cooled off a bit, but as a whole, just an excellent year for Matthews, probably the best of his career.
And Matthews, a reliable three-point shooter throughout his career, able to hit spotting up or on the move. Prefers that left wing, but can really spray you from anywhere.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And Steve, Wesley Matthews selective with when he'll look to attack off the dribble.
Yeah, he keeps his turnovers low, but he's a gym rat. Working on his ability to drive inside and finish, but really wants to shoot threes. That's what his focus is.
Now here's Ross. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game, and he gets it to go.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
Portland leading. Lillard outside. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lillard. Aldridge a screen. And Lillard kicks to Aldridge. Just 5 on the clock. The 3. Aldridge. It's good on the putback.
And that's a really deft touch right there, guys.
And he just guided that ball back up and in. You know, Clark, just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Really well done.
Yeah, you don't need to catch it and gather and try to go back up if you've got that type of angle, and he really took advantage.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
You know, as great as Aldridge was in the first half of last year, you felt like he was going to really kick it into overdrive in the second half of the season because of his all-star snub.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Chris Kaman is checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. White, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Wesley Matthews. A new group in now for the Raptors. Tyler Hansbrough's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Amir Johnson. Williams, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. And it's Vasquez in for Kyle Lowry. DeRozan's shot is good. And Aldridge in saying he should have been a starter in last year's All-Star game. Probably comparing the Blazers record at the time to that of Kevin Love's of Minnesota.
Yeah, but it's not just team success. I mean, one thing for Aldridge, he takes some tough shots. A 23-point per game score, but his shooting efficiency was actually below average last season.
Here's Lillard, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Good.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
50 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. DeRozan a screen on Lillard. Hansbrough dishes to DeRozan. And Patterson kicks to Williams. Hit his foot. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. Hansbrough setting the pick for Patterson. Tipped away. Stolen by Robinson. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It's stolen by DeRozan. Here is Vasquez. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. On the wing, DeRozan. Lets it fly from 18. And again, it's Toronto converting.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Lillard with it. With 1 on the clock. And again, it's Portland converting.
That mid-range jumper, just another one of his weapons.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Portland out in front, up by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. They established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
Here is Vasquez. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Making the playoffs was a goal the Raptors had been working towards for a long time, and last year they were able to get back to the postseason for the first time since 2008.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Darrell Wright. Robinson is out there with Chris Kaman. Then there's Batum, and it's Blake in at the 1 spot. Here's Blake, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go. Misses off the right iron. Long drought came to a close last year, Clark, for Toronto. It wasn't a long ride in the playoffs, but the Raptors sure provided some excitement.
Well, that Game 7 loss to the Nets, Kevin, broke some hearts, but that's just a young team losing to a veteran team. And that always serves you well when you're looking to become more competitive. And ultimately, the Raptors benefit from that type of experience.
For the Trailblazers, Lopez, he's checked in for Kaman. Aldridge comes in for Robinson. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Jarrell Wright. A new group in now for the Raptors. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Hansbrough. Johnson comes in for Patrick Patterson. Terrence Ross is checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Williams. Three-pointer, Lowry. The shot, no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Outside Matthews. To the wing on the left. Lopez a screen. And Matthews kicks to Batum. From outside, off the mark.
The clear look at the hoop, he doesn't miss many of those.
Outside Lowry. The feed to Valanciunas. Ross on the wing, guarded by Blake. No good from Ross.
Well, there were a lot of amazing performances last season, but one that I didn't see coming was Terrence Ross notching 51 points early in 2014. That was just out of the blue.
Now here's Lopez. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Aldridge with a screen on Ross. Here's Matthews, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. And the Trailblazers lead by 3. In Toronto, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And with Ross in his big point explosion, Clark, the opportunity was there for him. It was after the Rudy Gay trade, and DeRozan was out at the time.
Yeah, and it showed just why Toronto is so high on Terrence Ross. I mean, he still needs to grow a bit as a player, but anytime you can score 50 or more in an NBA game, you know you've got game.
Great job there, recognizing the mismatch and taking advantage.
They got to put a bigger guy on him. Otherwise, he'll bury those jumpers all game.
And the Raptors call time here.
I thought the Blazers really turned some heads last year with how they were able to be right in the thick of things in the West from the start. Got out of the gates quickly and sustained a really high level of play most of the season. A big part of that success, though, was taking care of business against the East.
So it's Toronto now, trailing by 5. Vasquez kicks to Lowry. Pass to Valanciunas. Out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And guys, as you said, the Blazers very good against the East. Steve, one of the many teams that were able to get 23 wins out of conference.
Well, they didn't just eke out wins against the East. I mean, often the Blazers would just overwhelm opponents and blow them out.
Here's Blake. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Lopez kicks to Blake. Lopez passes to Blake, and the block by Johnson. Pass to Vasquez.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line. Grievous Vasquez, a 6'6" point guard out of Venezuela by way of the University of Maryland, is really a good passer and playmaker. Plays with a swagger and moxie that you love to see. You know, a couple seasons back, this guy averaged 9 assists a game.
And the first one drops. And Vasquez with great size, Steve, for the point guard position.
And not an elite athlete, so he sometimes lacks the quickness to guard opposing point guards, but his height, his strength, and his grit and anticipation makes him really a viable option against a lot of different matchups in the league.
Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. Good on both.
Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason he's such a good all-around player.
Portland leading by 3. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Batum kicks to Aldridge. From about 16, shot is off. Good D by Johnson. For Toronto, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Wasted no time on that one.
I think he anticipated that the defense would be there, and that's why he leaned in like that.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Lillard outside. Takes the 13-footer, and Aldridge the basket on the assist by Matthews. 6 points for Aldridge.
That's 10 straight points now coming in that mid-range jump shot area, guys.
Yeah, it is, and they're picking their spots and finding holes in the middle of that defense to get those shots off, and I think that's very good discipline they're showing us here.
Now here's Johnson. The drive by Lowry. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Lowry's got 6.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Here's Lillard. He's got 6. Aldridge with a screen on Lowry. Lowry against Lillard. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Matthews. Rebounded by Valanciunas. The Raptors have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Johnson dishes to Lowry. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the half. Vasquez passes to Ross. Fires from 18. And it's Portland with the rebound. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds in this game. And Batum kicks to Lillard. 23 seconds left in the first half. Aldridge with a screen on Lowry. Shoots from 14. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Ross dishes to Lowry. Here's Johnson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Trailblazers lead by 1. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Coach Casey, obviously it's early in the season, but how would you say this team is shaping up in terms of its chemistry and personnel-wise?
I love our guys. We have a great group of young men that are competing hard, and it feels good because I know our guys are totally engaged and focused and giving us what they have.
Coach, thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Lowry and Ross pairing up in the backcourt. Amir Johnson at the 4 with Valanciunas at the pivot. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. Portland leading. Well, the Toronto Raptors guys looking at a rebrand for a team starting next season to celebrate their 20th anniversary in the league. Boy, time flies. New colors, Steve, and a new logo.
Yeah, they'd even considered a name change, but decided to stick with the Raptors. But a chance perhaps to go with that bird of prey connotation rather than a dinosaur.
Here's Lowry, following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Right side, DeRozan releases from 15. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. And that's now 11 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Portland not the biggest market, but it's a one-team city, and these fans really support their Blazers. Coach Stott said, the fan support here is special. You can't appreciate it until you see it every night. Damian Lillard said, the fans stay behind us through good or bad. When they see us in public, it's always love.
They appreciate that support, Doris. Thanks. And the first one drops.
We're seeing the Raptors unable to defend against Aldridge.
9 points and 1 assist.
Both free throws good from Aldridge.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
They set the pick. Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. They get the rebound. The second chance effort. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from DeRozan.
Boy, you love to get those easy lay-ins to get your offense going. They're clicking here to start the second half.
DeMar DeRozan is starting to piece it together. I mean, we see him upping his scoring average. He's shooting it better. He's passing the ball with more confidence. He's becoming more efficient. You know, after a big extension from the Raptors, I think they've got to be pleased with his progress.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. He wants to see renewed effort from them on the offensive glass. He talked about the second chance points that are out there if they work for them. He also communicated to his players that he wants to see them consistently feeding the ball into the low post to get their bigs some easy looks. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. And guys, when you look at DeRozan, where can he take the next step?
Well, he has the physical tools to be an elite perimeter defender. He's made strides, definitely, but he has the potential, I think, to be even better than what he is right now.
Here's Lopez, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Misses, and he wants that one back. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's foul number 2 for him. Chris Kamen's checked in for Lopez. And then for Toronto, Hansbrough's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Johnson. And it's Williams in for Terrence Ross. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Williams. The shot no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Matthews passes to Lillard. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to Batum. Back to Lillard. Shot from 12, and that one's good. Lillard's got 8.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through, and that's not something they should get away from.
Toronto trailing. Now Lowry. 6 points for him. Batum with the steal. Lillard against Lowry. Kaman sets a screen for Lillard. And the pass to Kaman. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Now it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead. So it's Toronto now.
The Blazers were one of the pleasant surprises of the season last year, and they got a lot of their wins at home. Very tough here in the Rose Garden.
Now here's DeRozan. 15 points in the game. Batum brings the double team. And here are the Raptors now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams, that's for 2, and it's blocked. Here's Lowry. Cannot hit. Now Portland takes it the other way. Outside Matthews. And Lillard kicks to Batum. And again, it's Portland converting. 31 wins, Clark, for the Blazers here in Portland. Very tough in this arena.
And you hear about how some places are loud, like Oracle and Oklahoma can be. Oracle, the home of the Golden State Warriors. But this Portland crowd is as loud as it gets. You got to give some credit to the Rowdy Rip City bunch. And they've been that way since back in my day when I was playing in the early 80s.
Gosh, I can't even remember that one. So for the Trailblazers, Robinson's checked in for Aldridge. Wright comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Wesley Matthews. And Toronto also making a switch. Vasquez comes in. Now here's Vasquez. In the corner, it's Patterson. Over to the wing. There's the triple. Vasquez can't get it to go. Trailblazers leading by 5. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah. Steve, you like groove, don't you?
I do. I love groove, Kevin, and I love the attack mode this team is in, too. I mean, they're really getting into the paint. They're getting whatever they want offensively. Their advantage, guys, starting to climb a little bit. Things are really coming together for them at a great time.
They don't want to let it get too late to increase that lead. Best to do it here in the third. Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Here's Kaman after the Raptors pick up 2. Kicks it out to Lillard. Here's Blake. He's guarded by Williams. Lillard from outside. Lillard again missing.
And if they know what's good for him, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball into three-point territory.
Well, you're right. Anything less than airtight defense on him will usually result in 3 points. So he put that lead pass in perfect position for his teammate.
They can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they need to play it smart. Make sure you get a good shot first and then maybe a second possession.
Robinson kicks to Lillard. Lillard left side. The dish to Kaman. Boom! He jams it straight down.
He may not have the elevation or the hops. He doesn't need it, though. The big fella throwing it down anyway.
He usually does save the high flying for the little guys, Clark. You're right.
Sometimes it looks like he's pinned to the ground, but when he gets positioned like that, he can put it down.
He used that pick to get in close. 17 points for DeMar DeRozan.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Yep, ball movement, player movement. They're generating a lot of easy opportunities for themselves down there.
Lillard dishes to Blake. And the miss. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Portland out in front, up by 3. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Well, with this assist, he shows you just what a well-rounded guard he really is. Kind of a combo guard, even though he's listed as a shooting guard. Really a diverse offensive skill set.
We're almost seeing more of that, aren't we? Well, it's guys that have point guard skills that can play both those positions.
Yeah, for sure.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard and Matthews pair up in the backcourt. Batum and Aldridge are the power tandem, and it's Lopez in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. The dive for the ball, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
A nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. DeRozan against Aldridge, and DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Lowry. 19 points for DeMar DeRozan. And for Portland, they're shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Batum attacking. That's a 2 from Matthews. Yep, right through the net. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Ross kicks to Lowry. Ross sets a screen for Lowry. He feeds it to Ross. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Johnson gets the bucket.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
Now, here's Lillard. He kicks it to Matthews. Lillard, the pass to Matthews. Back to Lillard. 5 to shoot. And he gets it to go. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Outside Lowry. He dishes it to DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists tonight.
They'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential that they're going to pull this game out.
Now here's Lopez. Aldridge with a screen on Lowry. And Lillard kicks to Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Well, I'm impressed with the determination he showed right there, getting himself in the good position under the glass. Did his work early there.
Yeah, with the presence of mind, you know just where the rebound was going to go to.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in. That was beautiful.
Toronto calls timeout. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was just going over the plan with his team. As this game approaches its finale, the outcome's still undecided. He told them, "We're not far, fellas. It's within reach. Seize the moment and walk away with a win." Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Now here's Johnson. They set the pick. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
DeMar DeRozan, a first-time All-Star last year, he improved his long-range shooting. On wing threes, up around 40%, and that allowed him to shoot the best overall three-point percentage of his career.
And DeRozan last season cracking 30% from long range for the first time in his young, promising career. That outside shot has been the missing part of his offensive game because we know he can get to the rack.
First one falls for him. And you talk about DeRozan attacking inside, Steve, last season among the top 5 in free throws made.
Yeah, 6'7", he's strong, he's athletic. You know, he has the ability to finish in the lane, and I just like the way he's improved as a passer as well, getting his teammates involved.
Both free throws good from DeRozan.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for DeRozan. He's got 24 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
And it's Lowry penetrating. Ross with a wide-open look. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And Matthews gets it to go.
That's demoralizing. They needed to stop there, and instead they give up 3 points on an open look.
Now here's Ross. This is to DeRozan. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. DeRozan's got 17 now, just in the second half.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
Lillard outside. And Matthews kicks to Aldridge. Wide open. Good. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
You have to love the fact that they created an excellent shot.
He lobs it up. It's tipped. Johnson kicks to Lowry. Johnson with a screen on Lillard. Lopez with the block. They retain possession. And he gets it to go. 6 points for Johnson. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Portland has possession. They lead by 1.
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
Toronto calls timeout. They're losing by 3. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. .157 left in the fourth quarter. DeRozan against Batum. And DeRozan kicks to Ross. Feeds to Valanciunas. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Lowry drives in. Just 4 to shoot. Nice follow through on the fadeaway.
I mean, that's just too weak on the coverage. Heading down the stretch, that sort of defensive lapse can cost you the game.
Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. Loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Boy, a fantastic job by Aldridge to lay into that defender on the screen.
Toronto with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Lowry against Lillard. Here's Valanciunas, and it's off the back rim. No good. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside, Batum. Little turnaround. That's good. And now a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
They're on fire from mid-range, guys. They found the weakness in the defense, and they're exploiting it to a T.
Not often you see a team rely on that shot like they have.
He's been hot here in the fourth, contributing big at the right time.
Well, he's basically hitting everything he's throwing up. They're 4 for 4 shooting here in the quarter.
Now here is Aldridge. Johnson with the defensive effort.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Ross kicks to DeRozan. The feed now to Ross. Trying to find Valanciunas. Gets it to him. Sinks it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Ooh, a pressure basket right there.
Now that's coming through in the clutch.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Lillard dishes to Matthews. Lillard outside. Pulls it from the elbow. Lopez passes to Aldridge. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
And that's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
We've got 13 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Toronto calls timeout. They're down by 2. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Valanciunas to tie it up. Oh, missed it.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. Here's Lowry.
And a chance here to send it into overtime.
Need a three.
Oh, he got it!
Boom!
Buzzer!
Knock it down! Right at the horn. He knocks down the three to extend the game. Wow.
Time expires, and we're going to overtime. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After 4 quarters, a stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams and these few minutes of basketball pan out. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Toronto right now, Amir Johnson at the 4 with Valanciunas at the pivot. Lowry and Ross pairing up in the backcourt, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. And he knocks down the first one. Robinson hits them both. Toronto trailing. Outside Lowry. Lowry setting the pick for DeRozan. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. DeRozan's got 30 points.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And the basket by Lillard. Lowry with the ball. Johnson with a screen on Lillard. It's DeRozan with the drive. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Toronto working the ball around now. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist from DeRozan. Valanciunas has got it all tied up now for Toronto. The Trailblazers shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Robinson sets a screen for Lillard. Robinson dishes to Lillard. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Johnson, good.
Now they got the most out of that possession, guys.
Now Lillard. Well, overtime basketball, a minute and a half played so far. Robinson sets a screen for Lillard. Batum passes to Lopez. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lillard. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Out to the right wing. And Valanciunas kicks to DeRozan. Outside Lowry to take the lead. Nails the tray.
Lowry is small in size, but big in might. And when he gets going, he can be an offensive force.
Outside Matthews. Lillard dishes to Matthews. Kicks it to Batum. Back to Matthews. Right side Matthews. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just 1. And the crowd roaring to life.
That was a huge shot. And they're just about dancing in the aisles now.
What an eruption in this building.
Outside DeRozan. Passes to Ross. From downtown. And again, Toronto with the triple.
An example right there, guys, of how even as their lead grew into a big one, they never started coasting.
That's the truth. I mean, they've been in charge of this game all the way through.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They trail by 4. 19 seconds left to play in the first overtime. What's your take, guys?
Well, the way to go here, you got to get a quick basket and then a foul. That's the only course of action at this point.
And it's key who they foul. Don't send an excellent free throw shooter to the line here.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Man, pressure-packed free throws, but he looks cool as can be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
A three-pointer here might have us headed to another overtime period.
It's good. This game is all even.
You got to make a defensive adjustment here because he's just destroying them from three-point range.
Well, even when they've closed out on him, Steve, he's knocking them down.
And the Raptors call time here. And the Trailblazers making a change here. We're now about 3 minutes into this overtime period. And DeRozan, here we go. Let's it go. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. Another tie, and we're going to have a second overtime. And we'll be back with you right after this. And another overtime is in store for us. This one has been extremely tight. Great action all game long. We'll see now if fatigue, guys, plays a factor. That's the question. Lillard outside. Pass to Matthews. Tries again, and it's Lopez laying it in.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Lillard against Lowry. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. Portland's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three-ball game. And it's Matthews with the jam.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best. And what a tremendous game for Matthews. He has 23 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
Well, 12 points from long range, so the defense has to figure out a way to defend him a little differently. Try to get into his airspace.
Raptors trail by 5. And here's Lowry. Pass to DeRozan. Lets it go from deep. And there's Lowry. That's good on the assist from DeRozan. 17 points for Kyle Lowry. Trailblazers shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Aldridge with a screen on Lowry. Batum wide open. He fires. Toronto grabs the miss. Ross has got his 3rd rebound on the night. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Batum with the steal. Here's Lillard. At the elbow, Batum. It's stolen by Lowry. Drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. So he gets them both.
Clutch free throws there, fellas. This one's a barn burner, tight as me in an airport laboratory.
Now, here's Lillard. The pass to Aldridge. Johnson with some nice D.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. And that's 10 points for Johnson.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
The dish to Aldridge. It's a halt for run. Count it! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Well, they need those points, and he's the guy to go to right now.
He will be if the defense stays the same. He's got way too much height for that scheme to work.
Lowry against Lillard. Lowry kicks to Ross. 6 to shoot. And DeRozan. Here we go. Good!
Unbelievable basket. What a huge height disadvantage. I thought for sure it would be blocked.
Not this fella, Steve. Not at this stage of the game. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way.
Lillard, right side. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lillard. Lillard, right side. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
That may be the knockout blow, guys. Those free throws would seem to have put this one away.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're behind by 4. 12 seconds left to play in the second overtime of quite a heated game. Batum against Ross. Nails it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. Toronto calls timeout. They're in front by 1. 7 seconds left in the second overtime period. Good stuff. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game. Lillard with it. Launches it. Can't get the 3 to fall. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. Clark, a double overtime game can really take it.